Right, hello everyone, welcome back to Kate's Comics. If this is your first time watching the channel, then welcome to it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I have loads more comic content on the channel if you want to check it out. If this is not your first time watching the channel, welcome back. I hope you really enjoyed this video. Today I am going to be talking about why I'm selling most of my collection. So, if you've been watching the channel for a while, you'll know that I started collecting comics back again in 2020, I think it's maybe around September 2020. So about 1.5 years now, and started with the Zavi haul, and you got some of the Eagle Moss hardbacks. Then from that, got more and more of them. Then I got some of the Marvel hardbacks, some independent stuff in trade paperback, and really just branched out more and more. So my collecting has really led me down the route of getting loads of just different kinds of styles of things, and just reading the story for the story. However, now I'm really trying to get into getting more omnibus and sort of trying to collect the stories that I really want in the omnibus format and the oversized hardcover format and, you know, the premium formats that these stories are supposed to be collected in. If you've seen things like Outcast, for example, you'll know that I collected the entire story in 7 trade paperbacks, and now I'm trying to upgrade them to the 4 hardback books that have like the extra drawings in by Paul Asita and things like that. So I just kind of wanted to make a bit of a sit-down video today talking about why I'm selling most of my collection, and also showing you guys what I am selling if any of you guys are interested in buying any of it, or if you want any of these books, let me know. All these books will be available on eBay, and I'll probably post them in some Facebook groups, but if any of you guys watching this video live in the UK and want any of these books, definitely drop me a message on Instagram. I'll reply to all of them, and yeah, we'll probably work out a deal or something like that. But yeah, so I just kind of wanted to show you what I'm selling, why I'm selling it. It's basically so I can upgrade to get a load of omnibus and just kind of spend more time reading the books that I want to read. So yeah, I'm basically selling it all because I need money to buy omnibuses, and I want to buy more omnibus so I can have a room that looks something like Gem Mint Collectibles. No, I'm joking. I just want loads of omnibuses because, you know, we're living in an age where everything's getting reprinted by Marvel, especially. I mean, DC's got new omnibus coming out all the time, and it doesn't mean I'm going to stop collecting trade paperbacks. I mean, I've recently bought a trade paperback called Maniac in New York that hasn't arrived yet. I bought it the other day, so it'll probably be in my February haul, and it's basically like this independent thing from Image that sounds really cool, and obviously I'm going to get that in the trade paperback because I really want to read the story. But yeah, so without like enough rambling on, I've shown some of these books already in videos, but I just kind of want to show the whole thing, and I'll kind of maybe talk a little bit about each book and why I'm selling it and what it means to me, and you know, things like that. If this video is not for you, I completely understand, and yeah, thanks for watching. If you have watched up until this point, leave a like, leave a comment, things like that. And if you guys are excited for this video, then let me know. And also let me know down below if you want any of these books. So, first up we have Die 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 by Robert Kirkman. Now these are the 2 trade paperbacks completing the whole story. I really enjoyed the story. I read it after reading Invincible. Yeah, I was really just trying to read more brutal violentness by Robert Kirkman. I read Marvel Zombies, I read that, and really enjoyed it. However, it's not a story I can really see myself going back to, and I think that's probably just going to be the same for a lot of this. I can't see myself going back to it, or can't see it being rereadable. Then I'll just sell it or upgrade it, and that's kind of really what I'm doing. Nailbiter, the complete collection in these 8 trade paperbacks. Nailbiter there. So the reason I'm selling those again is because I've read it once, I really enjoyed it. I thought the original series Nailbiter, the ending let it down a little bit, and then Nailbiter Returns I really enjoyed. There are the 3, I think Murder Editions is what they're called, and they're out of print at the minute. That's something that, I don't know, when I was reading it I was like, oh, I really want to get those, I'll upgrade to those, but now I'm just like, I'll sell Nailbiter because it's a great murder mystery, and it's one that I'm happy for someone else to read. I've read it and I really enjoyed it, and I enjoyed the story, but I can't see it being very rereadable for me. I think it's one of those films that once you've seen the ending, you've seen how it plays out, you've seen things like that, you don't have the same experience reading it as you did the first time. But yeah, if I was ever to want to reread it, or I had an urge to reread it, I'd probably try and get the Murder Editions. I'm going to take from this pile next. So next up we have the 8 volumes of Outcast by Robert Kirkman and Paul Zita. One of, if not, well, Invincible's my favourite, but this is a very, very close second. I absolutely love Outcast as a series, and I am upgrading to the 4 hardback books. That's literally the only reason I'm selling this series, because I absolutely love it, and I want to upgrade to the 4 hardback books. I already have one of them, just need 2, 3 and 4, and if you saw my November or December unboxing, you'll saw that I bought the wrong book, like an absolute idiot. And then, well, here it is. That's the book that I bought like an idiot, so that's why I'm selling that Outcast book as well. Then, same thing again, Gideon Falls hardback. Thought this was the premium edition, and the seller that was selling it on eBay listed it as deluxe edition, or no, I don't think they said deluxe edition, I think they just said Gideon Falls book 1, and it had the same cover. I really should have looked into it a little bit more. Always look into things that you buy, don't impulse buy. Well, that's okay too, but just, yeah, make sure that you know what you're buying. So I thought this was the deluxe edition. It isn't. This is volume 1 of the trade. It's just in a hardback. It collects issues 1 to 6, whereas the premium edition collected issues 1 to 16. So I'm selling that, and then hopefully going to try and buy the deluxe edition or something like that. Then we have a few Eagle Moss hardbacks. Well, we have a couple of Eagle Moss hardbacks. So I've got the Batman Under the Hood, and I've got Batman and Superman Public Enemies. These are 2 books I really, really, really loved. Like Under the Hood, absolutely great, and Public Enemies, also really, really good. Love the stories, just can't really see myself going back to them. And there are other formats that they're collected in. There are, like, I think there's a Public Enemies omnibus, so if I did really want to reread it again, I'd read it that way. I just kind of want to get rid of a couple of the Eagle Moss books and a couple of the Marvel trade paperback, the hardbacks, just because, I don't know, the stories I really liked, I read them once, and I think it's just really about that rereadable factor, you know? Then we have the 2 issues of The Walking Dead, 17 and 18, that my friend got me. I'm kind of very hesitant to sell those because, like I say, I was given them by a friend. Although, if you have seen my unboxings, you'll see that I'm collecting The Walking Dead in the hardbacks, and so obviously I'll just be double dipping if I have those, and it's very odd to just have volumes 17 and 18 in a other story in a trade paperback, and then everything else collected in a hardback. So yeah, that's why I'm reading that. That's why I'm selling that. Then next up we have Kingsman Secret Service by Mark Miller. This was a book I enjoyed. However, definitely watching the film, I enjoyed the film more. And it's an okay book, but it's just that it's just kind of okay. It's one of the ones I really wanted to like, and I did enjoy it. I just didn't love it as much as I thought I would, and so I just kind of read it, and I was like, okay, well, I'm not going to have that on my shelf, because it's not one that I'm going to look at and just be like, that's really, really good. And the same thing with Batman: The Last Night on Earth. Really wanted to love this book, and got the hardback, because I've anticipated keeping it and anticipated it staying in the collection for a long time. However, read it, and I thought it was just okay. You know, I thought it was just the same thing, but it was just okay. It very, very much felt like a collection of just random short stories that didn't really seem to go anywhere. I had a similar problem with Dark Knight's Metal by Scott Snyder. Yeah, I really anticipated loving it, and that's another book I am selling, the deluxe edition of Dark Knight's Metal. I've lent that to a friend ages ago, and he hasn't given it me back yet, so I need to chase it down and get it back so I can sell it. It's the hardback deluxe edition of that. But yeah, so that's the Batman Last Night on Earth and deluxe edition of Dark Knight's Metal. Then another hardback we have is Marvel Zombies 2. Is this Robert Kirkman? It is. Robert Kirkman did this one. That's it without the, dust jacket. I forgot the word for dust jacket there for a sec. So I have Marvel Zombies 1 in this format in the hardback, then Marvel Zombies 2 in the oversized format. And I'd absolutely love to get this omnibus. I know it's out of print. I'm hoping for a reprint or something like that. I mean, there was the Marvel Zombies show coming out that I don't know if it got cancelled or delayed, but it was, you know, advertised. So my thoughts and thinking of that is that it's maybe going to get a reprint, or, you know, I'll just be able to buy it later down the line somewhere, who knows. Then a couple books that I'm just literally parting with because I've bought the omnibus I've got given omnibus volume 2, and I've pre-ordered the first omnibus, is the JMS Amazing Spider-Man Coming Home and Revelations and Until the Stars Turn Cold, which is two absolutely amazing stories. I really loved them. It collects issues 30 through 45. So yeah, it's just JMS's Spider-Man. I absolutely loved it. And as soon as I read it, I knew that I was gonna try and get the omnibus for it. And then Comic Bound sent me volume 2, and I pre-ordered volume 1, the reprint, and yeah, I'm literally just selling them so I can have the omnibus, the format in that I absolutely love. Same thing again with Ultimate Spider-Man Volume 1, issues 1 to 6, and that's just because I've bought the omnibus reprint of Volume 1 and I'm going to pre-order Volume 2 when it's available too. I absolutely loved Ultimate Spider-Man. I know my buddy Matt.Comics adores it. I don't really remember it too well because I read, I think, all 3 of these in one night. I had an amazing Spider-Man night. I didn't even mean that pun. I had a great Spider-Man night, just reading amazing stories, and yeah, really loved them. Then I'm gonna try and speed it up a bit. I'm selling the first 4 volumes of the Marvel Ultimate Heroes collection because I kind of feel like I jumped the gun a bit on these. So I've got Iron Man Demon in a Bottle, I've got X-Men Dark Phoenix, I've got Captain Britain Crooked World, and Wolverine by Chris Claremont. So the reason I'm selling these is just because I bought them in this format, just to fill out the collection and the format, and I feel like they're stories that I've had on my shelves for a long time, well, since I bought them, and I haven't got around to reading them, and I kind of tried to force myself to read them the other day, and I just couldn't, like, I didn't even start because I was like, oh, I'll do it later, and I kept putting it off, and I really just want to have stories that I absolutely love in my collection, and stories that are very rereadable for me. I want to look at my shelves and I want to see every book and know that I absolutely love it and that I have it in the best format, I think. So I will definitely read these before I sell them, but I just want to sell them because I know other collectors love this format, and don't get me wrong, I do too. I love the Eagle Moss Heroes collection because it's given me stories that I never ever would have read otherwise, but I'm just selling these because I thought maybe another collector who collects the Marvel Heroes collection might want the first 4 volumes. I don't know if I'm going to sell them individually or as one. I was thinking individually at first, just listing them on eBay for like 99p or something. But yeah, I just really want stories in my collection that are collected in like either omnibus or other formats that I have in the best format and collection. And then 2 books I'm also selling are Justice League by James Robinson and JLA Strength in Numbers. I bought these because one day I really wanted to read Prometheus' story. If you don't know who Prometheus is, he's basically the evil Batman. My introduction to him was in Batman Arkham Asylum, the game, and that you have the what they call like the case file things, the little audio recordings you can find of interviews, and just like character descriptions and things like that, and I absolutely loved it, and Prometheus always really interested me. Now, I went on Facebook and I went in a comic book group chat that I'm in and just asked what are really good Prometheus storylines, or what's a Prometheus storyline I can read, and people told me these, and again, I just haven't got around to reading them yet. Like I say, I'm going to read all these books before I sell them, so I definitely will read that before I sell them, and who knows, I might even change my mind and decide to keep them. Next up, we have Batman and Son, Volume 6 of the Eagle Moss hardback collection. That was a story I liked, didn't love it as much as I expected to, and yeah, just kind of wanted to sell it because it didn't have the rereadability factor. Then we have Punisher from the Marvel Heroes collection by Garth Ennis and Steve Dillon. Volume 1 and Volume 2 collects issues 1 through 12 of Welcome Back Frank, and as you can see there, the spine is damaged. I got sent this book like that and I had to sellotape it myself because it was just ripped apart, and it really annoyed me when I got it. I got it over Christmas of 2020, so going into 2021, not last Christmas, the Christmas before. And yeah, basically, I really liked it, but I want to get like a Preacher I want to get a Punisher omnibus. I'm thinking Preacher because those 2 worked on Preacher. But yeah, I'd like to get the Preacher Welcome Back Frank omnibus, or Punisher Max or something like that. I think I said Preacher again then, god damn it. Yeah, basically, yeah, I just want to upgrade from having these 2 random damaged issues, well, this one's damaged, of Welcome Back Frank, to having an omnibus of some kind. These 2 I'm definitely just going to sell together and just give this one away for free, this damaged one. so it's just going to be the price for the first one. I'll give the second one away free. So if you saw my January haul, you'll saw that I got Southern Bastards Book 1 by Jason Aaron. And I haven't even read Volume 1 in the trade paperback. That's why I bought it in that, to give it a read. Then if I liked it, try and upgrade or get the rest of the series. Didn't do that. Saw that Book 1 was on a good price on eBay and bidded on it and won it. So yeah, I'm literally selling that because I have it twice. Another book I have twice is Watchmen. I bought these off eBay and I got sent a copy that's just the trade. Then I got sent another trade that's got drawings and everything in the back, and I haven't read this series yet. I have not read this story. So I am keeping the one with all the drawings and the extras in the back, and I'm selling just the regular one because I don't need 2 copies of Watchmen. And finally, a book I am selling was a book I really wanted to love. Irredeemable by Mark Waid. So the reason I'm selling that is because I bought it and I absolutely wanted to love it. I got it from a place called Blackwell's in the UK for like 20 quid. Really great price for the paperback omnibus, and yeah, I wanted to like it so much. I gave it a read and it just wasn't really for me. I did like it, and I'm still now, like, I have to double think whether or not I did like it or I didn't like it. I think I spoke about it in one of my 5 recent reads, or one of my 5 book recommendations from 5 publishers, and I think it's really interesting that I did that because I recommended it, but in the recommendation I couldn't tell whether or not I liked it personally. Yeah, the reason I'm selling it is because I haven't always liked books that go very like cosmic or very like insane. Like, I'm trying to think, like some of Grant Morrison's stories, like some of their stuff is can be a bit too far out for me, and like Dark Knight's Metal, for example, like the Nth Metal and everything like that, I just didn't find it. I don't know, I didn't find that it was for me, and so the ending to this book, I just felt like it went too far, and it was kind of just like, oh okay, and it was really divisive for me because I was like, I don't know whether or not I like that or not. So yeah, these basically are books I'm just going to be selling, listed on eBay. Like I said, if any of you guys are interested in them, please let me know down below in the comments. Send me a message on Instagram at KageYouTube. The link to my eBay will also be down in the description below if you want to check them out. They're all going to be listed on there for bidding, buy-in. But yeah, if you do want to buy them and want to message me, do that. I just thought I'd make this video because I thought it'd be really interesting. I know a lot of collectors buy books and flip books and sell books to fund their hobby and their collection, and it's something that I want to do and something I need to be better at doing, because if I want to buy omnibus and things like that, you know, there's so many books coming out later this year that I want to buy. I need money to buy them, so I need to try and make the hobby fund itself. I need to be much better at flipping books and selling books that I buy rather than just hoarding them, because one for shelf space, one because you don't want to bankrupt yourself doing something you love, and I don't think there's a third one. I really set it up for 3, but I don't think there's a third one. But yeah, that's the reason I'm doing this. So I just wanted to make this video because I thought it'd be interesting. I know it's something I'd want to watch if I saw it on YouTube. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. If anyone is still watching, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you saw something you liked. Like I say, message me, and I'll speak to you all later. See you guys. Bye. Bye.